She did not begin her life as an artist, and she did not begin young Anna Mary Robertson. Moses was born in 1860 in rural New York, into a poor farming family where survival came before dreams. And from the time she was a child, she worked hard, leaving school early to become a house servant and farm worker, spending her days cooking, cleaning, sewing, raising children, and tending land, living a quiet life that history rarely notices, marrying, losing loved ones, raising 10 children with only 5 surviving into adulthood, and carrying the weight of responsibility for decades without recognition or reward, never imagining that her name would one day be known across America. Creativity was never encouraged, and art was not something meant for people like her. Yet she found small joy in embroidery and needlework, stitching scenes of rural life late at night after exhausting days, until age slowly tightened its grip and severe arthritis made even sewing too painful, forcing her to give up the one creative outlet she had known. And it was then, at the age of 78 in age, when society often treats people as finished, invisible, and forgotten, that she made a quiet but life-changing decision to pick up a paintbrush, not to chase success or attention, but simply to keep her hands moving and her spirit alive, using cheap paints and scraps of wood and paper to recreate from memory the world she had lived in: snow-covered farms, harvest fields, church gatherings, children playing small American towns frozen in time, painting slowly, honestly, and without rules, unaware that what she was creating would later be called folk art. And for years she painted in near total obscurity, giving her work as gifts and displaying some in local shops, until one ordinary day her paintings appeared in the window of a small drugstore and caught the attention of Luke Caldor, a New York art collector who was struck by their warmth and simplicity and stunned to learn that the artist behind them was an elderly farm woman in her late 70s, the discovery that would quietly change the course of her life, as her paintings were soon exhibited in New York galleries, where critics and audiences alike were captivated, not only by the art, but by the story of the woman who created it. And suddenly, Anna Mary Robertson Moses became known as Grandma Moses, a symbol's man's name spoken with affection and respect. Her work traveling to museums across America and beyond, collected by presidents and admired by millions, while she herself remained humble, continuing to live simply and paint daily into her 90s, often saying that life is what we make it, always has been, always will be, and refusing to see herself as extraordinary despite becoming one of the most celebrated American folk artists of the 20th century, painting more than 1,000 works and proving through her own life that purpose does not obey age, that talent does not require permission, and that dreams do not expire. And when Grandma Moses passed away in 1961 at the age of 101, she left behind more than paintings. She left behind a powerful message written not in words, but in time itself, reminding us that beginnings do not belong only to the young, that meaning can arrive late, quietly, and unexpectedly, and that no matter how long the road behind us may be, it is never too late to pick up something new and begin again.